In this video, we're going to go over a typical heat trace startup on a Tracer 1 heat trace controller. We'll start off by removing the clear cover, which is held on with 4 screws fastened at each corner. Behind that, there's going to be a black faceplate that has 3 screws holding that on. Put that somewhere safe so that you don't lose it. Next up, I'm going to measure the voltage of the panel to make sure it's within spec and correlates with the connected heat trace cable, which is either rated for 120 volts or 208 to 277 volts. Next, I'll be doing a Megger test. This is required by the manufacturer of the heat trace cable, Chromalox. Connect the black lead of your tester to the ground and the red lead of your tester to the power wires of the heat trace cable. You can then test the cable at 1000 volts DC, and you're looking to get at least 5 mega ohms after insulation is installed over the heat trace on the piping. In this case, as you can see, the cable passed, and this is noted in my report, which gets sent to the contractor. Here, you can see the terminal blocks on the Tracer 1 where your power wires come in and out. Tracer 1s have integral GFEP protection. This means that you can feed this with a regular breaker and does not need to be rated for that GFEP protection, which is common amongst heat trace. Once everything is securely tightened, I reattach the sensor, which goes on the left of the 2 sensor inputs for probe 1.
Taking a look at a Tracer 1 today. This one is an ambient sensing application. We have our Faber PDF S454 ambient sensor connected, 3-wire 100 ohm RTD, wired into the probe 1 slot. If you take a look at the manual, there's number 1, 2, and 3 here. It's going to go white, red, red. The way you can test this, if your wires are not white, red, red, say you're using an extension wire or something similar, you would take a resistance reading. So from white to red, I get 111. From white to red, I get 111. And then from red to red, I get continuity, which is totally normal. The reds are interchangeable in this case, so if I switched this red over to the middle terminal and this red over to the outside terminal, I would still get a good reading. You can see the panel went into an alarm when I pulled the probe out. That's just a normal probe alarm. The heat trace will run on 100% output when the probe is disconnected or the controller detects a open probe or shorted probe. As soon as I plug it back in, the probe alarm clears. You can see our set temp here is 42 degrees Fahrenheit. It indicates it's displaying the set temperature right now. And now it switches to actual temp, 85F, which is what the ambient sensing RTD is detecting. I already did my Megger test here. We had some low Meggers on some of the power kits here, so we had to go through and fix those. You can see the heater wiring, so you have your power coming in, AC in negative, AC in positive on these 2 terminals, and then your heat trace going out are on the middle terminals here, and your earth or your ground is the rightmost terminal. When I did my Megger test, power was turned off to the controller. I removed the 2 load wires, removed the ground wire, and used my Megger. I have a model MIT 2500, tested on 1000 volts DC, and I record my values in this report here, which is a value adder that Faber can provide for your heat trace orders. We provide startup and commissioning services to come out, test your panel, make sure it's programmed correctly, and send you a report for your records as well.